All right. Ooh, I hope it's recording the right one. It should be. So composite figures. So this is a composite figure. It's basically a fancy word for somebody sticking more than one shape together and making a new one. Okay, so it's made up of two or more shapes. We can find the area of a composite figure by decomposing the figure into familiar shapes. So by taking it and separating it into our shapes. All right, and then we either, by adding or subtracting, you can find the area of the total shape, depending on what it asks you. Okay, so for every time that it gives you a picture of a composite figure, it's not going to give you a breakdown like this. But if you can get in the habit of doing this yourself, it makes this 10 times easier because it kind of puts it in, it's organizing your work, okay? So you first got to identify your shape. So in this picture, what are the two shapes?
Triangle and square.
So a triangle and a rectangle. It's almost a square, but not quite, okay? So I have a triangle and I have a square. Coach, do you want a copy? Okay, so if you notice, I pulled this from a star chart and put this at the top of your paper, okay? So when you take the star test, this is given to you. But with your homework today and then tomorrow, because we're doing this again tomorrow, you will need this. So if you're one of those students who likes to put their notes in the black hole of your backpack and never know where it's going to reappear, you don't need to do that with this paper. This paper is very important to you. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But you will need this for your homework. You will need this for tomorrow. Got it? Okay. All right, so right here, what is our formula for a triangle?
A equals 1/2 times
1/2 base times height. All right. So I have base and height. Well, my base, what's my base? Right here. 9. Because if this is a rectangle, I know that this length and this length are the same, right? So I have 9. So my base is 9. What's my height? It's not 8 or 12.
6, no. 4.
Why 4?
Because it's not half of 12.
Okay, so it is saying from the top to the bottom of the shape, it's 12, right?
Yeah.
Well then, so I have this much is 8. So I'm just missing this little part. So what would I do with the 12 and the 8? I subtract. So that if I subtract 12 minus 8, that would give me 4. Okay, now somebody goes, well, 9 times 4 is 36. Half of 36 is 18. But there's an easier way to do that. Okay, if halving big numbers are hard for you, let's see, well, half of 9 is a decimal. What about half of 4? 2. So what's 9 times 2? 18. Whenever you're trying to half anything with our formulas that have a half in it, always see, is there a number that's easy to half? And do that first. Okay, what is my formula for a rectangle?
Base times height.
Base times height. All right, what is the base of my rectangle? 9. What is my height? 8. What's 9 times 8? 72. Okay. So if the area of my triangle is 18 and the area of my rectangle is 72, what would I do to find the total area? Add. All right, so 72 plus 18, 90. 90 square feet.
Will there be, like, on the questions, will there be, like, boxes like this?
No, that's why I'm saying if you get in the habit of breaking it down by shapes and doing the formula, and I'll show you how to do it without a box, okay?
I want to say it's easy, but I don't want to speak too soon.
All right. What two shapes could I make this? Okay, so I heard a trapezoid, I heard a triangle, and I heard a rectangle.
Square. Why would you get a trapezoid?
Or a square. You could. The other class, we looked at it as both. We looked at it as a trapezoid and a square, and we looked at it as a triangle and a rectangle, and both of them will work. That's the thing about composite figures. There is a potential to do them several different ways. What I want y'all to do is look for your easiest shapes, okay? Because look at the trapezoid formula. A lot of people see this and it intimidates them right away. That's gross. That's more work than any of the others. I'm going to stay far away from this one if I have to, okay? So if I have to stay away from a trapezoid, I could do a rectangle and a triangle. So I have a triangle and I have a rectangle. Okay? So my formula for a triangle is what? 1/2 base times height. All right, what is my base of my triangle? Okay, no, remember, I'm looking at my triangle like this, right? What is the base? 4. What is my height? So if I'm just looking at the triangle, I'm just looking at this shape. How would I find this length right here? No.
15 minus 5.
Yes, Hattie. 15, because that's the whole entire length. Here is 5. So I have to subtract. So this is 10. I could do half of 10 and get 5. 5 times 4 is 20. I could do half of 4, which is 2 times 10 is? Yes. Because if you took half of both? No, it doesn't matter. Because if I did 4 times 10 first, that gives me what? What's half of 40? So there's 3 different ways I could get 20. Okay. But if you took half of both, that would absolutely be wrong. All right, so I have base and height of a rectangle. What is my base and height?
15.
All right. 15 times 6. Adam. 110 meters squared.
Well, we do kind of wrong if we don't put meters.
Y'all need to get in the habit of it, but depends on my mood.
I will.
All right. Flip it over. Okay, so what I meant by, it's not going to give you these boxes, but I can still organize it that way. I can look at it like this. Okay, it's saying determine the area of the shaded region, round to the nearest tenth if necessary. So what I need to do first is look at my big picture. What shape is that? A rectangle, guys. Big picture. Big picture. I have a rectangle. So I'm going to draw that shape. What's my formula for a rectangle? Base times height. Okay. What's my base? 18. What's my height? Okay. If I multiply 18 times 8, what do I get? 144. Okay, so did I do exactly what I did on the front? Yes. All I have to do, identify my shape, my formula, plug in my numbers, and there's my answer. That's the 4 steps we did on the front. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So then what other shape did it make out of my rectangle over there? A triangle. What is the formula for the area of a triangle? Okay, so I have 1/2. What's my base? 8. What's my height? 8. Because this is still 8, right? So I can do half of 8, which is 4. 8 times 4 is 32. Okay, what am I going to do with those two numbers? No. Subtract. It wants the area of the shaded region. I found the whole amount, okay? And then I found the unshaded, so I have to subtract them.
1/4.
So 122 inches squared.
Wait up, hold a minute.
Hold a minute.
Oh, crap. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Yeah, no, say something. Okay. I want y'all to try this one on your own, and I'm going to have somebody explain it.
What do you need to break it up to? Break it up to
Yeah.
Yes.
Number 3 said round to the nearest 10.
Is what it says?
Es 6 por 9.
It said if necessary.
Oh,
So there was no decimal.
Esto es un
McFarland.
rectangle. Si no le haces así, es un triangle. Okay, you're gonna
What's the other shape you're gonna break it up into?
triangle.
A triangle and a what?
Triangle. Okay.
Did you want to do the whole shape first?
Yeah.
You do the whole shape, right? First.
The triangle and triangle.
The whole shape as well? You're gonna break it up like she did. And then subtract.
She did triangle and rectangle.
Not who's gonna explain.
Wait, what?
Yes, you do. Break it up into a triangle and a trapezoid.
What is a triangle?
A triangle and a trapezoid tree. Alright, here's the trapezoid.
But she did rectangle.
Si lo vas a hacer 2 veces.
She did the 4 different.
Igual como hiciste
You're on
esto.
number 4, dude. We're doing number 3.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Sí, pero mira.
She did a
Un
rectangle.
triángulo aquí.
Triangle.
How do you
al
know?
otro.
Yeah, that's the full picture.
Que dijo era mitad
Not the shaded part.
and base times height.
You're gonna split it into a triangle and a triangle.
Okay, so
There's no way that can be right.
mitad, base,
There's not a rectangle.
9
I'm saying it's a rectangle.
por 6,
Oh, you just said it was a rectangle.
That's what
por la mitad de eso.
But there's not a
Tres,
rectangle
¿verdad?
before, so you're gonna have to find
So,
another.
si 9, 9 por 3 es
And Corbin got hurt, so I don't know.
27. Okay.
So figure out
Y luego, ahora es mitad de esto.
what the triangle is, and then
Y
what the
luego
trapezoid
es 3. Es aquí.
Connor, that does not have anything to do with what you're.
Y 2.
But where?
Y luego esto es 3 por 1 es 3, ¿verdad? Ok. Y luego 3. No sé cómo está por 27.
If I'm happy with the triangle, would you do 9 and 6?
27. Ándale. 27 menos 3 igual a 24.
Hey, y'all need to work. Are you done, Xavier?
También yo era.
Work, Will.
So, primero, quitas primero y luego el segundo.
For the triangle, I got 3.
Okay, so what is the formula for the triangle?
Base times height.
What's the rectangle, or what's the
So,
formula for the
base.
trapezoid?
Sobre mitad, 9 por 6.
Why don't you know? Who said they
Y
didn't know?
luego, mitad de
Tell me
esto
what it
es
is.
9
It's 1/2
por 3.
semicolon B
Eso, 9 por 3 es 27.
plus B2.
Y luego
Semicolon.
esto es igual.
Not semicolon.
Mitad,
Whatever
base
it is.
times height.
And then H.
Okay. Pero ahora cambia. Cambia, ahora tienes 3 y este es el alto, height, por 2. Es mitad, es 1,
So then what's the base of the triangle?
es que es
The
3.
base of the triangle is
Okay. Y 3 por 3, 3 por 3 es 9, 9 por 3 es
is
27.
it 8 no? 7.
Okay. Menos 3,
Wait, what?
24.
Is it the tiny little white spot? Is that supposed to be the tiny little? This is the triangle right here. So is it 8 minus 2? 8. There's 9 minus 6.
It's 9 and 6.
9 and 6. 3.
Yes, you got the base. Remember the base times the height. The height is the 6. The base is the 9.
So
And then you get half, right?
So you do half of.
Was it half? I didn't even see.
Yeah, it's half.
Who didn't tell me?
It's half of 6 is 3. Oh, you already got that. Yeah, 3 times 9.
What? Okay, sorry.
Why were you?
So why did you just get 6? Okay, half of the base. The base is what? 2?
Oh, you doing that one first?
No, it's 3.
Yeah.
Base, 3 is the base.
We did the 9 and the 6 first.
No, the 3's a height.
Oh,
That's how.
So I would think that this would be the base, the 2,
So you would have 2.
right?
2 times 4.5,
right?
Because you would have to half.
No, it's 3.
It'll be about-
You would have the 2.
Half the 2, that's 1,
So 1 times 3.
is 3.
So the area
is 3.
The area of the triangle is 3.
We need to scroll back. Okay, now we have to do the rectangle.
Now we have to do the trapezoid.
The trapezoid.
Right. So I was on her notes. She did both. And she came up with 27. I know that's why I started with the 9 and then the 6. And then it was, they kept the 9 and then half the 6 was 3. So 9 times 3 would be 27. And then she did the 3. And now you have the area of the 3. 2. Half of the 2 is 1. And then 3 times 3 is 9 times 3 is 27. So 27 was 27 minus 3.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
I just followed the notes.
Yes, it is plus.
The first thing, right? The whole triangle.
Yeah.
Right. And that was your base times your height. So there's your base times your height. And then you go in half, right? And that's where the 9 times half that is 3, and then it is 27. Then you do the other one where you got 3, you already got 3, and so now you get the 2, and then half of 2 is 1. Did you get it?
What makes it a
Well-
base? What?
Don't call me what did.
Xavier, what did you get?
What did you get? What are you over there running your trumpet?
Yeah.
Talking.
Shut your trumpet.
Yeah. That hat rack. You know what a hat rack is? It's that thing that sits on your shoulder. Shoulders.
What's that?
See, and I would have done that wrong. I would have done it wrong. Because I would have put the base as the 2.
Oh.
You don't get it, Connor?
But that's not how she did it. We'll just wait.
I've always been told, use your head for more than
We need to scroll back.
That's I just followed her
Or notes.
her notes. And that's what we just said was right. Then we did the base times the height, the base is the 9, the height is the 6, and then you go half. So half of 6 is 3. And so it's 9 times 3 is
27.
27.
We need you to scroll because we're on stuff.
I got 27. I did it a different way than
Can
you
I have my
said,
data?
so I was wrong.
No, you weren't wrong. You're just doing the small one first. I didn't.
It's a big friend.
You gotta do it.
Okay.
You need to come explain.
What? Oh, you did a trapezoid.
I did a
Yeah.
And if you did a trapezoid, you wouldn't have to do The triangle.
Is it not?
I did the triangle.
Is it triangle?
I did the triangle and triangle. A big triangle and a small triangle. But no. Here's the thing. Remember what I said at the beginning? You know what I said at the beginning. These can be done a lot of different ways. So a big triangle and a small triangle would have worked. A trapezoid would have worked. Okay? So either way, it's okay.
Why would just a trapezoid?
Because that shaded region is just a trapezoid. But like I said, a lot of people hate that trapezoid formula.
That trapezoid formula is hard.
They don't want to use it.
The triangle.
Okay.
Easy in sixth grade, but now it's forever.
Well, do we need to practice the trapezoid formula?
No.
I think y'all do, because you're going to have a trapezoid on your homework. Okay, so my trapezoid formula, and that's the thing about trapezoids, is they can look a lot of different ways, right? Because they can look like that, they can look like this. Do y'all know which sides of a trapezoid you never use?
The top.
That's slant.
Mm-hmm. Never use the slanted sides. Because somebody's like, I can never figure out what are my bases. Well, if you never use your slanted side, that leaves you with two options, and those are your two bases. All right, so I have 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times height.
It would be 2 plus 6.
So right here, 6 is one base, 2 is the other. So I have 1/2, 2 plus 6, and then my height. How would I find my height?
It would be 9. No, it would be
It's 6.
Yes, 6.
Okay, so I have to do parentheses first. So 1/2, 8 times 6.
You do trapezoid?
We're practicing that formula, yes. So half of 8 is 4 times 6.
How come you don't go half of 6?
You could. You could do half of either.
Could you do what happened if you did half and half on both?
That would give you the wrong answer.
That's
There's 3 options. You can do half of 8, which gives you 4. 4 times 6 is 24.
right.
You could do half of 6, which gives you 3. 3 times 8 is also 24. You could do 48. 8 times 6, 48, and take half of 48, which is also 24. But if you took half of both, that's not right.
Okay.
Because that would be 4 and 3. 4 and 3 is 12. That's half of the whole thing.
And so that's just okay.
So
Yeah.
Would it be 24 plus 3?
No, because if it just wants the shaded region, that is just what we found.
Oh.
We wouldn't need to find the smaller one.
So that's. I hope that I'm not the only one that asked that question. How come we can have both?
No, somebody did in the last class. I did have somebody ask that.
¿Por qué no podemos dar la mitad de los dos?
Okay.
¿Por qué?
For the sake of time, we're going to skip 5. 5 takes a long time, and it's tough. Not to that extent, no.
No, va a ser wrong answer.
Okay.
So cuando está agarrando mitad.
It says the shaded region. That little bitty triangle of that is not shaded. Okay. Here's the thing. You're having to do a few things on this one. Because this is the Cruz family is buying a custom-made cover for their swimming pool, shown below. The cover costs $2.95 per square foot. How much will the cover cost? So it's not asking us to just find the area. But that's what we have to start with. We have to find. The cover would be how much would it cost to cover the whole thing? Okay, so we have to find our area first. What 2 shapes do I have?
Rectangle.
Or 2 squares?
No. Okay, if I put that together, that's a whole circle, right? Yeah, so I have a circle. What is my formula for a rectangle? Base times height. What is my formula for a circle? This is what we did last week. Pi r squared. Okay, what is my base and height measurement? Okay.
375.
Yes. 15 times 25 is 375.
375 square feet.
Yes.
So just so that you know, and I know,
Will.
just so that you know, when you do that 300, this is right here. When you get older and you want to put carpet, You want to put carpet in your house or tile your floor? This is how your parents have to come up. How much carpet by square feet?
Yeah, this is real life stuff, you guys.
This is the stuff you will.
You will use this.
Yes.
Hey, did anybody grab Annalise's backpack?
No.
Last class period?
No.
Oh,
She took it to the office when we went in. Yeah, it wasn't in the bathroom.
I think it was in the locker room.
All right. So then I have to find my circles, right?
So, will we just do pi times 2?
No. I have to know my radius, right? What is my radius of my circle?
Half of the diameter.
Half of the diameter. Good, Hattie. So that's 15. So I'd have to find half of 15, right?
6.5.
7.5. So I have 7.5 squared. Remember, our triangles are kind of a pain because I have to square this, and that's not a nice number to square, right?
No.
When I square something, I am not multiplying by 2, am I? No.
You multiply.
Oh, you multiply by 2. Myself. 56.25. Yeah.
56.25. Okay, so then I multiply that. Oh, my nails are terrible.
176.6.
It's a big number.
It's a big number. What is it?
176.625. So just the 176.6.
No,
Yeah, because it can't round up.
176.6. It makes our life a little bit easier right here by rounding it to the tens place.
You would add that by 375.
Okay, I would add that together. Good. Okay, when I add them together, what do I get?
551.6.
Okay, so is that my answer? Am I done?
Yes.
No.
No, you gotta divide it by half.
No.
Round it to the nearest ten.
No. This is what is this representing? What is this number representing? What did I just find? I found the square footage. What did it ask us to
You
find?
would multiply that by 295.
This is how many square feet there are. This is how much it costs per square foot. So we multiply. Yeah, this is not fun. Okay, those of you who have something that helps you finish this quicker, don't say it yet, okay? And give everybody a minute or two to multiply that out because it's all big and yes, and y'all need to practice it. Hey, it didn't make you do the other one. That's not nice either.
So that's the answer.
Wait, we multiply, right?
Yes.
Honey. If it's that much, I wouldn't have bought it. I just want to put something else. Give me a black blanket. They're expensive.
Yeah, for a pool cover, that cost is outrageous. I don't know about that.
I'm gonna multiply this out.
Okay.
Because I need to keep my brain sharp. Let's see.
No.
No.
Not yet. Yeah, we're watching Miss McFarland work. Round to the nearest cent. Right here, it says round to the nearest cent. So we're talking money because we're trying to find a cost. So
That is outrageous.
it's outrageous. They shouldn't be that high. No. That's what I would think.
Well.